Now, is it only open to Elizabeth residents, Denise?
No, it's not. It's open to anyone who would be eligible. We have residents coming in from around the area: Newark, Hillside, Linden, Rochelle, but wherever they'd like to come from.
And if they can come here and we advertise and let them know that it's available.
Yes,
right?
they have to call, as she said, the number. Well,
She can say, did she say the number?
908.
Go ahead.
908-820-4026.
And that can get you an appointment here.
Yes, right. Yes.
Now, Ulysses, last year you did this, and this is your second year, so you came back. Now, tell us, without telling anybody's name or anything, tell us what your most interesting one was. Was there one that stood out among all the rest that you did in the last year?
No, the last year it was, you have several different kind of, and basically you're trying to help everybody, but the most important thing is, get people from there, say, I'm gonna come back next year because they like it, what was done over there, So basically that is the main purpose. That's my main target, when I am over there.
And you do you work with people mostly that may have language difficulties, or?
Yes. Most people, some people, have a kind of need orientation, not only because of the language, but also for knowledge itself about tax return.
Denise, is it free?
Of course. The service is free to individuals who come, and it's also free because they don't take payments. And we file electronically free, so we do the entire process free of charge. Federal
now, if someone comes in, Denise, that is, wants too much work, I'm sure they are looking for a free hit, you have to refer them out?
If it comes in and let's say we've had training, and it's beyond what we call their scope or their training level, then they are referred to go seek professional assistance.
And professional assistance they'd have to pay for?
Yes, they would,
right.
Yes, because they're out of the scope of the program.
Okay. Has that happened to you yet, Judith? Has anybody?
No, not so far. But I was able to prepare a return with the earned income tax credit, which is something that the people that came in weren't even aware of. So that was something that Denise spent a lot of time on, because a lot of people aren't aware of this credit. And
we try to advertise that a lot as well, and in the next month or so we'll be airing it as a PSA on the local cable station about the earned income tax credit, because so few people take advantage of it. Why don't you explain a little bit about the earned income tax credit, since you brought it up?
Well, I'll let Denise explain.
You want Denise to?
I'll let Denise
It's not in all your notes there, right?
No, it's a refundable credit.
Oh, okay.
It's a refundable credit. The earned income tax credit is refundable credit available to individuals and families who make under $40,000. You can either have a child or not have a child, depending upon your income level. It's available to an individual with one child or two or more children. The credit can be maximum up to $4,700 for an individual with two children, or individuals with one child up to $2,500. Single with no children, $428. But the great thing about the earned income tax credit is you don't have to have a tax liability. If you have a tax liability, it decreases your tax liability, but it's refundable. It's refundable, as Judith stated, which means they get a refund. Once they're eligible for the credit, it's going to be refunded. We have credits that are not refunded when they're eligible, but this is a credit that they will receive. And we are finding more and more individuals, as she had stated, are learning more and more about the credit, which is excellent.
Now, you're not on site all the time, are you, Denise?
No, I am not. No,
Okay.
I'm not. And they have access to, as they said, their help, but they also can reach me when they need to. But I do run to other sites, and we talk about the credits.
This is Judith raised a point that, you try to get people to come back, and that's a very successful thing. And we thought that was extremely important. We figured we'd start off this segment. How do you do that?
Yes, Mayor. We're trying to give us complete service, to our clients over there, so they can not only have his or her income tax return done over there, but also trying to explain to them, some issues that come out during the process, and they can know what's going on. It's not just a matter to fill it up. The tax return is only to give some knowledge to them. And then, people, I feel, with a great satisfaction when he's or her shaking my hand and said, thank you. But it's a thank you sincere, warm, that kind of thank you, and believe me, that that person is saying, I'm gonna come back next coming
Well, they don't get a check right away, do they?
No. We don't do the checks right away. I think.
But somebody's rent a plate, yeah.
And they're happy.
They know
They're
that,
shaking
yeah.
their hands and they're saying thank you, and
Right.
that's a great feeling because you
Yes.
help somebody, and they've seen repeaters already this year coming back saying, I was here last year and I came back again.
Now, Judith, you're at Liberty Square Senior Center, correct?
Yes, I am.
And Ulysses, where are you at?
Liberty
And
Square.
what are
Center.
the other sites?
Well, you have the other site at the Stephen Sampson Senior Center, and in the city itself, we have another set of sites at the Elizabeth Public Library.
Okay, there are the three locations.
Those are three locations,
If
yeah.
people wanted to come for help, they can
Get their
go to those
returns
three
done.
locations.
But they should call the number first.
And what is that number again, Judith?
The number is 908-820-4026 and ask for the VITA program and tell them you'd like an appointment.
Judith, if a person has no experience in doing this, as you didn't have, would you recommend this to a friend or a colleague? Say, hey, this is a great thing.
Oh, my friends can't believe it when I tell them. I say, oh, I volunteered for this VITA program, and it's the best training I've ever had. And I do like to learn new things. So if you like to learn new things, we had a great time. It was wonderful. I would recommend it to anybody.
Do you envision yourself coming back next year?
Oh, yes. I really like it. And like I said before, as a newcomer to the city, it's a really wonderful way for me to get to know the town and know the communities and the neighborhoods and the people.
And the type of tax returns you do, are they basically for seniors, earned income tax credit, anything else you do?
Basically for individuals, can be seniors. We focus on disabled, low-income returns.
And how many volunteers do you totally have here in Denise?
Well, for the city itself, I'd say we have probably close to 50. For your sites, I'm going to think probably have close to about 20, 25.
And you told us at the break that there's millions that are filed nationally on this.
Yes, there are. A little bit over 2.5 million, I believe, were filed nationally last year through the program.
And Judith, you were like, that's a big deal, 3 million.
Yes,
Yeah.
when Denise first mentioned that during the very beginning of our training sessions, I thought, wow, that's really great. It made me feel really proud to be part of such a large network. And I want to thank you for hosting the program in the city of Elizabeth and giving us a chance to do
when this was first brought to my attention 6 or 7 years ago, I said, we got to figure out a way to get involved in this. And it's been as successful ever since. And, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Heidi's name, because I know Heidi's not here this year because she's moving on. But if she listens, we should know that we're thinking of Heidi. Because
yes, we are. Because she was one of the first
She really
ones.
kind of grew
She
in
was
this
a pioneer
program,
with
right?
us. Yes, she was. Yes.